Hey everyone, as we ramp into this weekend, I just wanted to take a quick opportunity and give you something that's really been on my heart for worship teams and techs and creatives and all that.
Yeah.
We're here, our church is called Shelter Cove Community Church in Central California. One of the things we're known for, that we're told all the time, every time people come in, is that we are a very friendly church. We're very hospitable. People feel welcome in there. And there's a tension in that because that welcoming aspect at our church and I'm sure at your church, that often doesn't involve the worship team or the production team. And I just want to encourage you guys to step out of your comfort zone and to be a part of that hospitality. But before I get into those details, I just wanted to encourage you in your musicianship and your technical skill. Man, it's all in preparation, and I'm sure for whatever weekend you're going into, as we're recording this video, it's Easter time. So our teams have put in the work. We've got a lot of special elements. We've created a lot of things. The musicians are ready and pumped for it. We're going to get together. We're going to run the music. But first and foremost, get all that stuff done to give yourself the space to be comfortable when you're in the weekend.
Yeah.
So prepare. Get yourself ready to do it. And know that you have the capacity to do that. I think we can often just get ourselves into the habit of just doing a set and being done with it. But I know we all have the capacity in ourselves to do these worship sets technically and musically. We can handle that pretty easily. And it's really being totally prepared for that side that becomes way important for us to be able to focus in on the spiritual aspects of what's going on. And I say all that to say that this weekend, specifically for Easter, there are going to be a lot of people that come in that are going to only show up just for Easter. And they got invited, and for whatever reason, all the stats show it. You know, all of our churches are probably going to see, double, triple attendance just because it's Easter and people are going to show up. So I want to encourage you on the platform, worship leader, you in the tech booth, in some realm of leadership, put the guitar down and spend some time out in your foyer, out before the service starts, and find those new people, say hi to them, ask them their name, spend some time interacting with them. What could they do?
Give yourself that 5 to 10, 15 minutes, like Ryan's saying. Prepare beforehand. Don't wait to tune with that 10 minutes figuring, I'll do that now. Do that earlier so that you are able to go out and see and say hello to people. I think what might kind of help contextualize it for a lot of us is that if you see a greeter, an usher, someone in the church doing one of those first impression type greeting type things, and then you see them in the building worshiping, you want them to be singing with you. You may not want them on stage with you to do it because, hey, that's just not your gift, and that's okay. But they're super friendly. But you want them to be super friendly and super loving to God by worshiping in the service. In the same way for you guys, you're super gifted at whatever thing that you're doing when it comes to worship or production. And then don't just be that guy. Also try to be the friendly person. Yeah, you might not be the most lovable as one of the first impression people might be, but each of you want to see each other kind of play that other role so that people can see, look, that's a human. That's not a perfect celebrity that just has a good voice, but also they might care about where I'm at. Yeah. So like Ryan's saying, make that intentionality to carve that time out. It's a really prime time.
Right.
Because people, Brady Shear, other people say it, like there's only 168 hours in a week. And people might be spending 1 hour a week with us, let alone 1 hour a year,
right,
if they only come to Easter.
Yeah.
So make every moment count that you can this weekend.
Yeah. And there's a burden on that too, the fact that they're coming maybe just for Easter. Mm-hmm. What I am trying to work on my team is our goal is for people to have a great time when they're coming into the service, but recognizing that a lot of these people don't know Jesus. Mm-hmm. And a small goal for us is to try to set things up in a way where it was such a great experience that they want to come back the next week.
Yeah.
I think we can get ourselves in trouble when we bear that burden of like, this fresh person's coming here and they need to know Jesus, and I'm going to carry that burden. I'm making them know Jesus in this one service, in this one interaction. I'm reminded of 1 Corinthians 3, 6 through 7 says that Paul talks about he planted the seed and Apollos watered it, but God has been making it grow. So neither the one who plants nor the one who waters is anything, but only God who makes things grow. I want to encourage you, worship tech team, that it doesn't all rest on your shoulders, even pastor. Like this is not the Hail Mary. I know we're saying they're only going to come one time, but God is definitely going to bring people to him over Easter, but they may not come to know him there. So I think an easier goal for us is to make the experience so good that people want to come back again, because God's going to keep knocking on that door, and it's our job to try to do our best to keep bringing them in and to do a good job with what we got, and completely understand that, man, God is the one that saves people. We get to just be a part of it, and we get to interact with these people. We get to swoop in and have one touch here and there. So interacting with people is great because we want them to feel welcome.
Yeah. Be faithful and loving. It's the very best thing that any of us could do this weekend or any other given weekend.
With all that said, man, we are praying that God does an incredible work in your church as well as our church. Super excited to be a part of what God's doing. And remember that you have all the capacity in the world to do this work with God. He chose you to be a part of it. Yeah. You've been a part of this team for however long. You know how to do what you're doing. But just take a moment, step back from all the technical details, and realize the spiritual work that God's doing in this. People are going to come to know Jesus, and you get to be a part of that. Thank you for your work.